Not all of this information has been officially released by Blizzard. Many of the statistics I am going to share with you are community calculated and are subject to change. Bastion is a defensive hero that utilizes a stationary sentry form to deal high damage and control strategic points on a map. Let's take a look at its stats and abilities. Configuration Recon gives Bastion full mobility at a move speed of 5.5 meters per second, the hero average. While in Recon, Bastion is equipped with a submachine gun that is accurate at medium range with a clip of 20 rounds, fires at 8 rounds per second, and deals 6 to 20 damage per shot. That damage is doubled for headshots up to a maximum of 800 damage per clip. This weapon has a 2-second reload time. While in Recon, Bastion has 200 health and 100 armor. For the sake of this review and later reviews, I'm going to do a quick rundown on armor in Overwatch. Armor, which is separate from health and shields, reduces every instance of incoming damage by a flat 5 points. However, damage that is below 10 points cannot be reduced because it cannot be cut by more than half its total output. That being said, multiple projectile weapons such as Reaper's Hellfire shotguns have their total damage reduced rather than per projectile, like Soldier 76's heavy pulse rifle. Bastion's second form, Configuration Sentry, transforms Bastion into a stationary turret capable of dealing large amounts of damage. When Bastion enters this mode, he gains an extra 300 armor, capping at 400 armor and 200 health. Bastion gains a Gatling gun-like weapon with an ammo capacity of 200, a damage output of 4 to 15 per shot, doubled on a headshot, and a fire rate of 30 rounds per second. That means Bastion can output 6,000 damage in a little under 7 seconds. This weapon has a 2-second reload speed as well. Though immobile, he is able to turn 360 degrees, but don't think this configuration comes without its weakness. While in sentry form, Bastion has a weak spot on his back where enemies can hit him to do triple damage. In order to switch between his two forms, Bastion must reconfigure, which takes 1 second to go from Recon to Sentry and half a second to go from Sentry to Recon. There is no cooldown for reconfigure. Bastion's ability Self-Repair allows him to heal himself for 25% of his max health per second, with a 1 second cooldown if interrupted by an enemy hero or by the player. This ability can be used in any of Bastion's forms, and while in use, Bastion cannot move, fire, or use any other ability. Bastion's ultimate is Configuration Tank. When Bastion enters this form, he gains an additional 150 armor, bringing him up to a max of 450 HP, and a long-range cannon that deals 190 damage plus splash damage. The cannon has a fire rate of 1 shot per second but without a reload time. That means infinite ammo. However, Bastion's cannon can deal up to 40 splash damage to himself if enemies are too close. The cast time of this ability is 1 second, and the total length of the tank configuration is 8 seconds before reverting back to Recon mode. Bastion is the ideal defensive hero. Once he has scouted a safe, strategic spot, Bastion can set up in sentry mode and create a choke point for him and his team to hold. His high damage output and ability to rotate 360 degrees allows him to control the flow of battle so long as his team provides proper support. Without coordinated strategy, Bastion becomes nearly useless. If he places himself in an open position, a Roadhog can hook him into the enemy team where he will be quickly eliminated. Poor positioning also opens the door for flanking from heroes such as Reaper, Tracer, and even Junkrat. When in Configuration Tank, Bastion can fend off potential flankers, and with a well-coordinated ultimate, Bastion can demolish an entire team, allowing his own team to reposition and press an offensive advantage. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews in the near future.